All right, so you already know why it's so great to buy a home, but now what are the steps? Well, there are 8 major steps to buying a home. Let's take a look real quick. All right, so the very first step is going to be improving that credit score. You want as high a credit score as possible because the higher the credit score, the lower the interest rate. The lower the interest rate, the more money you save. $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, the number goes on. Now think about what you could do with that saved money. More vacations, Caribbean, Egypt, London, that cool new car you've always wanted. Don't buy it until you buy your home first. But the amount of money you can save based on a higher credit score is thousands and tens of thousands of dollars in difference. Right, step number 2 is my favorite because it involves me. Find a real estate agent. If you use me, awesome. If you don't, I don't care. You need to find a real estate agent because a real estate agent is going to save you so much money. And did you know you don't pay your buyer's agent out of your own pocket? The seller pays them. So there's no reason for you not to have a buyer's agent representing to you. The best way to explain this is if you have $200,000 on the line for a court case, are you going to represent yourself or are you going to hire an attorney to represent you? Hire a real estate agent to save you money and to make sure you don't lose any money because you messed up on the contract. It's a win-win. All right, step number 3, get your pre-approval letter. This means you have to find a lender and talk to them. If you don't have a lender, your real estate agent has plenty that they work with, and they can provide you with one that's going to save you a lot of money, give you the best rates, and close on time. Because believe it or not, that is a big deal, closing on time. Get your pre-approval letter so you know exactly how much home you can afford to buy. And plus, when we submit that contract, nobody's going to accept an offer that does not have a pre-approval letter attached to it, stating that you can afford to buy this home, at least not in this market. This one's my favorite. Step number 4, home shopping. Can't touch this. Anyway, so home shopping. I'm sure you've already been doing it. Zillow.com, Realtor.com. You can see a lot of great homes, but the one thing that they don't show you is everything. Why? Because the real estate agent on the other side is only going to take photos of what they want you to see. That means, if there's a busy road in the backyard or right behind the backyard, they're not going to take a photo of it because they want you to show up at the home, fall in love with the home, walk outside and be like, oh, there's a road in the backyard. Not cool. Anyway, this is the great time because you actually get to see and feel the home. You get to see if you walk in that home and just be like, oh my God, I love this home. Or if we need to get out of this home because it smells. Anyway, this is the most fun when it comes to buying a home, is getting to see all the homes that are available and what fits your needs, and not necessarily your wants, but your needs. All right, number 5 is probably the most serious item when it comes to buying a home, and that is the contract. The contract is a legal binding contract, meaning that they can take you to court if you violate it. You're probably going to lose a lot of money if you violate it, and on top of that, if you violate it, they could still force you to buy the home. It is theoretically possible. Having a real estate agent that can guide you through the contract process, what all the terms mean, due diligence, financial contingency, when do I do my appraisal, you name it, it's all going to be in this contract. What is earnest money? Do you know what earnest money is? I do. This contract is the difference between you losing a bunch of money and you getting the home of your dreams. Understand that. It is a legal binding document that you must follow to the T. All right, on to a less serious note. Number 6, the home inspection. The home inspection typically takes place during the due diligence period. We'll go into that more details in some later videos, but the home inspection is where the inspector tries to scare the crap out of you, and we use it to get the price down as low as possible. In other words, they try to find out everything that's wrong with the home. And when I mean everything, they are going to list everything. Anything from a dry water mark on the ceiling to a tiny little crack in the concrete to shingles or a roof that needs to be replaced. They will list everything, and in many cases, the report is going to be so long, you're going to be looking at it and you're going to be like, everything's wrong with this home. I don't want to buy this home. Everything's wrong with it. They do it with every single home, I promise you. It's going to be a laundry list, but it's a good thing for us because we can use it to negotiate a lower price for you. All right, on to number 7. All right, so number 7 is the appraisal. Now, by the time we order the appraisal, we are going to be out of due diligence period, meaning that the only way you can back out of this contract at this point is if your lender says you can't afford to buy this home for whatever reason. As long as we're still in the financial contingency and depending on your loan amount, a lot goes into it. Plain and simple, the appraisal is when the bank sends out a appraiser to justify the price that you are willing to pay for the home. Meaning that if you want to pay $245 for this home, they have to come up with comps that justify that this home is worth $245. How's my kitty cat? Anyway, to justify that the home is worth $245. Now, if the home's not worth $245, they're going to say so, and we can use that as negotiating power to get the price lower. It could be worth well more. It could be worth way less. The appraiser is going to determine that, but typically the appraiser will find a way to justify the price that we are willing to pay for the home. This is why I'm single. I can't dance, but you should be dancing because this is step number 8. Closing. You get the keys to your home. Make sure before you go to closing, you stretch out your hand because your signatures at the very beginning of closing are going to be completely different from the end of closing. You're not going to know who's been signing all these documents because the signatures aren't going to be the same. And then you're going to get the keys to your new home. This is where all the magic happens. This is where the memories begin because it's yours. That home that you've been waiting for 30 days after submitting that offer is now officially yours. And you can do what you want with it. All right, so that's it. Just 8 steps. Everything falls into one of those 8 categories. You got your credit score. You got find your real estate agent. Number 3, you have your pre-approval letter. 4, we go shopping for homes. 5, we submit our contract. Number 6, home inspection. 7, appraisal. 8, you get the keys to your new life. Enjoy it. All right, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.